Good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, and Wednesday I do cooking or baking. Today I'm doing both. Today I'm making homemade cinnamon rolls and chili, or should I say chili and homemade cinnamon rolls. So with the cinnamon roll, the dough, I'm just going to get that started now. 2 cups warm water. That's what's in the pan. 2 cups warm water. And now the 2 tablespoons of yeast, and I keep my yeast in the freezer. It stays more active. And it gets I'm trying to find a spoon. It stays more active when it's frozen. So that's why I'm doing that. I learned that from Heather on, Heather on Needy Homesteader. That's where I got this recipe. You should check her channel out, if you haven't already. That's K-N-E-A-D-Y, Homesteading, the Homesteader, the Needy Homesteader. That's one. There's the 2 cups. 2 tablespoons of yeast, and this is the active yeast, but I keep it in the freezer. That's what she said to do, so she uses a mixer. I don't have one, so we're doing it all by hand. Put that in there, and you want like a couple tablespoons of sugar in there, so get that. I just scooped a little bit in here, just a little bit. And then just let that acclimate and bubble up a little bit. And you probably can see that's already starting to do that. You can't see it through the bowl, but I'll tip it so you can see. Well, it's working. This is difficult for me, but we'll see here. Now you can see, I think, it's starting to do its thing. Let me get this here where you can see the stove again. Okay. Mix that in a little bit. Then it's ready to add the flour. It's 4 to 5 cups of flour is all it takes, depending on how warm or cold your house is. So I'll start adding the flour. Get the flour here. Here's 1. Mix that up. It don't take very long at all to make the dough. What takes long is letting it rise. I have enough yeast for 1 more batch of bread or rolls or whatever I want to make. Then I can put another container of yeast. Right now it looks like a jello or pudding stage. And add another cup of flour, or baking cup, so I'm using. It's not quite the cup, it might be a little bit over, so it might take less flour than what it looks like. Here's 2, it's probably close to 2.5 because that's my full, that's my regular measuring cup. Put this lid down. Okay, I'm going to hold my pan still. I'll get 1 more when I get ready. If you have a mixer and you're adding the flour, you want to keep letting it go until it's coming off the edges of the pan. And I need 1 more cup. I should be getting close to that because it's looking pretty thick right now. That might be too much flour. Hopefully it's not. Just a little bit at a time. I think it's starting to thicken up in here. Take off the edges. When it gets to where you can't actually stir it very good because it's starting to get, moisture leaving, you want to probably finish mixing it up by hand. That way you're kneading it a little bit and getting it all in there. And then you can add flour as you go if you need it. So. And it looks like it's doing pretty good. I wish this bowl pan was see-through so you can actually see what you're not seeing. See what I'm doing. And it is a little bit sticky, so I need to add a little bit more flour. So I'll get my cup and add a little bit of flour. Hopefully I don't get dough everywhere. I'm not going to do a lot, but just add a little bit as I go to get the stickiness out. You don't want to get too much flour because then it'll get dry and yucky. You want moist bread, cinnamon rolls, whatever you're making, dinner rolls, whatever it might be. As long as it's sticky, you need to add a little bit more flour. While this is rising, which is not ready, I will be starting the chili. And you're going to say, chili and cinnamon, that's one of my favorite meals. Especially in high school when they had chili and cinnamon rolls. I picked out. So. I told my husband I was going to make this, so he's going to look forward to it when he gets home. Well, it looks like it's getting a whole lot better. It's not sticking to me. And the dough is looking like dough. I'll try to form it too. It is pretty much a ball already, but yeah. I'm going to put a little olive oil on the bottom of my pan. And because it calls for 2 tablespoons, I just pour a little in there. So give me a chance to get that and get this off my fingers. Okay, the olive oil. I don't have my oven on yet because I don't want it hot yet. Pick this up, put a little bit of oil on the bottom, just a dab. Drop it down in there. And then roll it over so there's oil on both sides of your dough. Now, try to make this into a ball easier, because olive oil will help keep it from sticking on your fingers as well. Make your ball. I don't make it smooth because I'm not perfect, but hey, it's good enough for my family. It's good enough for me. Put that in here, cover it with a towel, not this towel, very clean towel. Cover it with a towel, put it in the oven. If your oven has a light, you want to turn the light on, and that's all the heat that you need for 30 minutes to let it rise. And hopefully it rises at double. Put that in here, and clean this up, and then I'll put 30-minute timer on. Now that rice for 30 minutes, while it's doing that, I'm going to bring you over here to my crock pot, and I'm going to make some chili. Got some beans here. I couldn't beat it. We saw this at Walmart in Fulton, Kansas. 20 cents a can. So we bought a bunch of it. I'll probably put 4 cans in here. And their kidney beans is perfect for chili. Yeah. So these 4 cans in my crock pot and start it up. And ouch, let's see here. Can opener. Oh, can you see me? Okay. Lay this down. I love this can opener. It costs $35 from Tupperware, but you don't get cut from the little lids if it don't come all the way off because it's all gone. There's no sharp edges. When you hear that click, and it's ready, take it up right here and pinch this right here, and it comes right up. No sharp edges on here or here. Put my beans in. And I have a recycling container that I put these in. I'll put these all together, then I'll put them in there. I'm going to put these beans in there. I know this is probably not the way some of you make chili, but instead of cooking the beans in the crock pot all day long, I wanted to have it done. So I'm putting it in like this. I have a couple jars of, there's my click. I have a couple jars of stewed tomatoes that I made from my garden last year. But I'm going to, a jar, I'm going to add to this. First, tomatoes. I'm going to put a can of corn here if I can find it, but I have to find those later. I got the beans. Getting them going. Whoops. The hardest part is getting it flat on the can. And then it's flat works. About a wrench. Like I'm working on a car. There we go. You hear that click? It's done. That's $35 I spent in the kitchen. Was for this can opener. I like Tupperware and I like paper shelf. I also like Dollar Tree. If I can find something good at Dollar Tree, that's what I use. When you get old, I'm not old, but I'm getting there. Your wrists and your fingers don't work as good, so this is a good can opener for helping take both hands and do the turning, and the meat's gonna fall off, so you can't, you know what I mean? Solid. I thought I didn't hear it click, but I felt it. So this is done. And I like it because it's magnetic. I think it's done. Yeah. And when the cinnamon rolls are in the oven baking, I will be cooking the hamburger. Well, I might start hamburger here. Put these here in the recycling container, and I'll be right back. Okay, see if I can get my jar of tomatoes. Might go over. Yeah. It says tomato sauce. Anyway, I hope that's homemade. And I can't open it with this. I have to open it with another can opener. Because it has the key. If you have a church key, you just do that and you got it. Okay, I'll pour this in on top of that. And I'm hoping to make everything. I have a whole bunch of tomatoes this year for my birthday. I'm going to make a bunch of tomato sauce, a bunch of soup, and a bunch of tomato. Stewed tomatoes, diced tomatoes. I'm going to make so many things. It's nothing. And I close this up and let it start on that up and plug me in. What do you think? Unplug the blender and plug in the crock pot. And the light should turn on. Okay, it's going. Now, we have 23 minutes left on the stove for the bread, the dough to rise. So I'm going to go ahead and push pause on here. It'll be 1 minute or a second for you. And I'm going to clean this up and get ready to, well, I can go ahead and start the I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I'm just doing it. I'm going to clean this up and start my skillet to cook my hamburger. Got my thieves cleaner. I love cleaning this from Young Living. It's green. It's not no chemical. It's all natural and really good cleanser. I mix it with water, like 3 cups full of the thieves cleaner, and then add it to my water. Fill it up, and I can sort it in things, anything. Cleans windows, all kinds of things. Counters, stove, cleans the stove. Rinse my sponge out, and then I can wipe over it one more time, and it'll be ready to whatever I need to do to cook on it. Rinse this out, get the flour off of it. Right, so easy clean. And I always find if you have a mess, it's better to clean it right fresh when it happens, so it don't dry up on your stove or your counter or your dishes or whatever. Makes things a lot easier. Sometimes you can't get around to doing it though. Gotta get my skillet here. I already had here. Burner on, so get warmed up. I was thawing out the hamburger. Get that lined up here. My hamburger. It's not thawed out yet. We process our own beef, so to save a lot of money. It's not whatnot, right? Okay. I'm going to add a little water because it's frozen still. which will help thaw it out better when it's cooking. So get some water in my cup and let it thaw out. And we have 20 minutes before that dough is finished rising. I'm going to continue cooking this hamburger during that 20 minutes, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, guys, we're back. I got the hamburger all cooked up here. Got one more minute on the oven, and I put some seasoning in the hamburger. And the seasoning I'm using is Prime Seasonings Citrus Pueblo season for rubbing. And I'm putting 2 tablespoons of that in here. It's kind of spicy, which I like spicy food. Give it a little oomph, you know. And it's very tasty. I also have my chili powder, which I'll put some of that in here. I usually just put a cap full, and I'm going to make my own chili powder this year with my peppers that I grow in the garden, and dry them up and put them in the blender and grind them, and then I have me some chili powder just like this. Sprinkle that in there. Mix it up really good. Get it all mixed up in the meat. Oven is ready. Not oven's ready. The dough should be rose. And then we're ready to do the next step for the cinnamon rolls. Because I got this hamburger ready. I'm going to get my hot pad so I don't burn myself when I pick up the skillet. Turn it so you can watch me fill the crock pot. Hold your boogers in. Okay. Put this on here. Dump it in here. And I got everything else in there. I'm going to add some onions and peppers after a while. I'm going to let that meat and sauce stuff cook into the beans with the tomatoes. Just let that go. And tonight when we have chili, it's going to be ready. So, now I'm going to turn you around to the table and I'm going to bring the dough over. I have my cookie sheet here on the table where I'm going to put the rolls. Put the dough down here and get started. Wash my hands here. Get the dough out of the oven. And we'll go from there. Man, it smells so good in here. Those spices. The dough out of the oven. You light on in here now. Okay. Let's see how well this rose. It didn't rise double, but it rose. I'm gonna take just a dab of olive oil on my table so the bread don't stick to the table. Bread dough, the dough. Just a dab. A little dab will do ya. There we go. Okay, this way. Yeah, it's a little sticky. And what I want to do is make this into 2 balls. I just took it out and make it into 2 balls. And then I don't have a roller. I always use my hands. You can use a rolling pin. I have one at the other house. I don't have everything. Wasn't planning on being here at this time of the year. So I'm going to do this. And I'll get some butter and put on here. I got my brown sugar, I got raisins and cinnamon, and then we can roll it up. So let me get that. Got my butter here. Got think I'm just gonna melt this butter into the microwave for a few seconds and drizzle it over that. So that'll work. I am tired, guys. I am really tired. And I have the dab here for this one here. I'm gonna pour it over that. Spread it around. Homemade brown sugar my husband made. Still can't open it. There we go. Like I say, I lose use of my hands sometimes because I just don't have the strength. It seems like. Get me a drink. Drizzle this over the dough here. I'm not using pastry brush. I'm saving dishes. I'm the one that does dishes. I don't have a dishwasher, you know. Just throw it all in there. Okay, and get my spoon to dip the brown sugar out. You can put whatever you want in your cinnamon rolls. You can put nuts, raisins, chocolate chips, whatever you want in your cinnamon rolls. I'm just doing raisins and brown sugar and cinnamon, if I have cinnamon. So we'll see. I'm just gonna do this by hand because I don't want a whole bunch in one spot and not enough in another, and I'm not gonna, my fingers are getting messed up as it is every time I cook. It's okay, it's part of it, right? That's probably enough brown sugar in there. I'm gonna get some raisins. We don't need a whole lot of sweetness in there, just, you know, a little something nice for dessert, maybe for breakfast. Maybe another handful of raisins. That's probably good. And now I'll get cinnamon if I have some. If not, I wish I did. Let's see. I got ginger, but don't want ginger in here. So we won't have no cinnamon. So now you take your dough and you want to pull it out and twist it and keep turning it and keep it as tight as you can. All the way until you get to the other side. And then you want to poke holes in the corners like this. Just poke it in there and get that dough going in there so it's smooth. This side too. Let me get you closer so you can see that easier. Hopefully. Let me get this down. I know no one's going to watch this till the end anyhow, but hey, I'm trying to teach you something that I learned, and maybe you'll enjoy it. Poke these in until all the dough goes inside, so it closes this up. Especially if you're going to put it in the oven just like bread dough. And then you want to make sure that the bottom is closed. So you want to roll this over and get it closed on the bottom. So that way it's all going to be inside. And you slice it up, that there's really right here is soft. I mean, it's ready to bust open. So I got my cookie sheet here. I already sprayed it down. Now I'll get my knife and slice those up and put them on there. Hopefully my knife's not wrong kind. Slice these up. Yeah, my knife's not the right kind. I want a sharper knife. I use like a steak knife, which should work, hopefully. Works better than the other one did. That's probably too thick. Put them on the cookie sheet so they can rise. They won't rise too far because it's already to the top, but I don't want them to, I want it to turn out nice, but I want to make sure there's room for everything on the cookie sheet so they have room to expand. I'm going to be working in my daughter's garden today. We're going to be raking leaves, getting ready to, she's never had a garden since she's been married. And I have a garden every year. And I want to help her have some food because you don't know what the prices of food's going to be like, or even if there's going to be anything in the store when you go. So you want to have something to eat. So you plant things you know you like and take good care of them. It's a lot of work, but when the food comes, you will be happy. There. That's probably too many. I only want like 4 on there. So I'm going to go ahead and move this back to the next row and move this over. That way they have room to spread out. Hopefully that's going to work. Then we'll take this in here. And put it in there. I want this in the middle. Something like that. I didn't make this as tight as I wanted to when I wrote it, but I tried. These are going to be big. Now I need to do the last 4. If I can do that here. 1, 2, 3 is all I need. 3 cuts will make 4 more cinnamon rolls. 1. Come on. 2 and 3. This one don't have much of the cinnamon stuff on it, but it'll still be eaten. Because I'll put the frosting on it, it'll have frosting on it. I should have put, when you do this, make sure you put your cinnamon, sugar, everything, all the way to the edge of the dough. Because some of these don't have any yum yum in it. Now, all I do is let it rise, pop it in the oven until they're brown. About 20 minutes, and they're ready. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a wonderful day. Remember, God loves you, and so do I. Ta-ta.